Brian Blair. Unbelievable. Two of the greatest tag team wrestlers of all time. And then you've got Tommy Rogers, one of the greatest of all time. Remember, he was in the Fantastics with Bobby Fulton and the wars they had, the Midnight Express and the Fantastics. And then you think about Steven Dunn over there. What an athlete he is. This is going to be great.
Steven Dunn, of course, part of Well Done in the World Wrestling Federation. Steven Dahl, he wrestled with Steve Dahl for many years, trying to find his niche in the world of professional wrestling. Perhaps he's found a home here in the IWA, but I tell you what, he's going to have to fight for that home, because in the opposite side of the ring, managed, of course, I don't even know if managed is the correct word. This guy has him in a trance, let's face it, the Big Cheese.
That's right, and you look at the bodies outside the ring. You got the franchise, Tracy Smothers. Hey, forget about that lovely Olivia.
Oh, my God, you're kidding.
You know, I mean, they're going to end up having to fight all these guys. You can bet Tommy and Steve are going to have to keep their eyes on the outside of the ring, and that's going to distract their wrestling ability here tonight.
Well, in the past couple of weeks, we have seen the Big Cheese not only land the franchise, Shane Douglas, the story of the year as far as I'm concerned in pro wrestling, but of course, turning the mind, the body, and the soul of Tracy Smothers. I don't know what power this Big Cheese has, but he's making things happen here for the firm.
One of the most charismatic wrestlers of all time, Stan Lane.
Oh.
You know, I think about remember the Fabulous Ones?
Do I ever?
Oh, what a tag team. And then here, look at Tommy Rogers. Fantastics, one of my all-time favorite tag teams. So I'm really excited to watch them go. They're going to wrestle. You can bet. Look at that right there. Chain wrestling in the middle of the ring.
Absolutely. He's got him in the hammerlock, wrenching at the arm of Stan Lane. Nice maneuver, drop toe hold into the float over, and a great counter. Coming up with the hammerlock is Tommy Rogers. This is as technically sound as it's going to get in the world of professional wrestling with this combination, of course, of Midnight Express Y2J, and of course, Tommy Rogers and Steven Dunn. Tommy Rogers pleading his case to the fans at home here.
Wave to the camera, Tom.
Stan Lane, the man with the attitude, sweet Stan, and now coming in the ring, bodacious Brian. Brian Blair, whatever you want to call him. There's another man who's been poisoned by the Big Cheese.
And you think about Brian Blair.
It's easy for you to say that.
I'm just excited. You look at the talent in the ring.
Oh, it's great.
The greatest talent in the world today is in this ring. You know, these four guys can wrestle, and so many guys who you see in other federations, they may look good, but they don't know anything about wrestling. And these guys, look at them.
Absolutely right. And again, ladies and gentlemen, we're not taking you out to the back to see what's going on in the garbage dumpster. We're not showing you the limousine. We're showing you professional wrestling action, and it's greatest in the ring right now. Stan Lane, Irish whip, Tommy Rogers. Oh, he telegraphed it, and Rogers quick to follow up, and Stan Lane bails out. I'm not so sure that he bailed out, more than he rolled out of the ring.
And great tag team work between Steven Dunn and Tommy Rogers, how they work that move together.
Back in the ring, they've double elbowed bodacious Brian. He's on the outside of the ring, and the team of Dunn and Rogers at this point looking very, very good in that ring. Oh, what a maneuver. He Irish whipped him into that baseball slide into bodacious Brian on the outside of the ring. Great continuity by Tommy Rogers and Steven Dunn.
You'd think they've been tagging together for years and years.
Flying elbow, forearm shot, cover, count of 1 and 2. Midnight Express Y2K, the talk of the wrestling world, and of course you add into the mix not only Tracy Smothers but the franchise, Shane Douglas, and you've got to give the Big Cheese credit. I know I'm harping on it. Slugfest in the ring. Tommy Rogers gets the better of Brian for just a second at least. Bodacious Brian now head first into the buckle.
What makes it so sickening is we have to be honest and give him credit.
Well, he's not my favorite guy in the world, and I know you've had your run-ins with him, Dudester. This man is a sick, diabolical individual.
You're definitely right. And again, look at the tag team work, the togetherness of Tommy Rogers and Steven Dunn.
Over the top, double suplex now. Stan Lane standing on the ring apron, apparently wanting no part of the action right now. Very, very impressed with the teamwork. As you said, it's precision right now on the part of Rogers and Dunn. The franchise, Shane Douglas and Tracy Smothers looking a little bit concerned as, oh, what a boot from behind. Smart tag team wrestling.
Sneaky Stan Lane.
You bet. You bet. But you know what? It worked.
That's right.
Elbow, as our good friend Gordon Soley would say, to that frontal lobe. You're watching the IWA, ladies and gentlemen. Mick, Karch, and Lolly Dude coming to you from the Horeshoe Casino Hotel in Bossier City, Louisiana. This crowd loving every bit of the IWA action.
And what a great hour we're having so far. I mean, we're seeing action, wrestling action in a clean, wholesome, family environment.
Absolutely.
You're not seeing a bunch of crud that you don't want your children to watch. This is good sportsmanship, good, clean wrestling.
There's a tag to Sweet standing on the opposite side of the ring. Steven Dunn comes in and unloads a haymaker to the forehead of Sweet Stan. There's a second one, knocked him to the canvas. You've got to maintain that momentum. Boy, if you have Midnight Express Y2J reeling on the ropes, you better stay on them.
Well, they're in trouble now. Tommy Rogers just got bailed out of the ring, and here's the double team.
Face first, he had to break his nose that time. In for the cover, hook of the leg. Count of two, this one's over.
Hey, rock and roll, rock and roll, rock.